Recommend Nagaraj Annaiah.
I definitely recommend Nagaraj to any home buyers.
Nagaraj Annaiah, the one-stop shop for all real estate needs. Call him today for free consultation at 408-805-4653 or visit nagarajhomes.com. You're listening to Real Estate Roundup. Real Estate Roundup with Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah every Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. PST on Bolly 92.3 FM.
Keeping you on track with Bay Area Real Estate. Hello and welcome to Real Estate Roundup, brought to you by Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, the founder of Nagaraj Homes, your one-stop shop for all things real estate. I'm Vijay Lakshmi, cordially inviting you to join us as I get talking to Nagaraj with your questions, your clarifications, observations on real estate. We are coming to you live on Bolly 92.3 FM, and studio lines are ready and waiting to take your call. So give us that call, 408-912-5038. That number 408-912-5038. We're looking forward to having you join us in this conversation and get a peek and understand what really is going on in Bay Area real estate. And with that, let me welcome Nagaraj. Nagaraj, happy Pongal, happy Sankranti, happy Lori.
Hello Vijay Lakshmi, hello Bay Area, happy Sunday. అందరికೂ సంక్రాంతి శుಭాకాంక్షలు. And in Kannada, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಕರ ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. Happy Pongal. Listeners, if you're having a great festival out there, do give us a call on anything on the real estate. Yes. We are live on Bolly 92.3.
We're live 408-912-5038. Anything that's on your mind, if you have ventured into real estate as a home buyer, as a seller, as looking to invest, looking to rent, whatever it is you're looking to do, and you're hitting some stumbling blocks along the way, or possibly you've done all of that, and in hindsight, you want to share your experience with us, and whatever it is that's on your mind, give us a call. Number is 408-912-5038. And of course, Nagaraj Annaiah is the subject matter expert in Bay Area real estate. He has his pulse on the market and really wants to guide you through all of it so that you don't really, suffer the shocks that come in with or get overwhelmed rather with the real estate. So Nagaraj,
today we have a question on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was thinking about one question, common question.
Yeah.
Right? Would you buy a 1960s home in Bay Area?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yes or no? If it's no, why do you think you will not buy a 1960s home in a Bay Area? Or what do you watch out for a 1960s? Because most of the Santa Clara, Sunnyvale or South Bay, right? If you go around, all the homes are what?
They're already 1960s homes.
They're about 1960s, 1900s.
Yeah.
The video what I'm doing right now, right? Or the live coming up is from 1900 home.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think I should do a tour one time to show you how the 1900 can be upgraded to a latest one.
You are in a heritage home then.
Yeah. This home is a 1900 home.
Wow. Amazing.
I'm asking you, the question on the floor is to the listeners, would you buy a home which is anything maybe earlier than 1960s, or you prefer a new home? The question on the floor is, would you buy anything lesser than 1960s or 1960s around homes or a new homes? Do give us a call. We are live on Bolly 92.3. The show is all about the giving education about the real estate. We are coming in live on two days in a week. That's on a Friday, 6:30 p.m. to 6:55. It's a basically real estate playbook by Nagaraj Annaiah, and today's is all about the real estate also. So both of the show is all about educating about the real estate, because anything on the real estate can't be done on an immediate thing, right? You need to be taking a time, basically when you invest in. So absolutely, you need to feel a confidence about it, then only you can invest in. So give us a call. Would you prefer to buy a 1960s or older homes, or in newer constructions?
So that is the question on the floor. Call in with that, with your thoughts on that, and your thoughts on anything else that you'd like a little bit of hand-holding through in real estate. Nagraj is more than delighted to really help you through it all. And so, Nagraj, housing affordability, of course, is a struggle for everyone. But for young adults who are starting out, the soaring home prices and the sky high rents have become the greatest obstacles of making it on their own. There's this study that really recently came out, which finds that nearly one third or 31% of Gen Zs are now living with their parents because they can't afford to buy or rent their own space. And this was a report by Intuit Credit Karma. So that was a little startling, and apparently the year 2023 was in fact the least affordable home buying year in more than a decade. So, what are your thoughts on that? Are you seeing that as well when you
Let me
know?
just touch upon on the three things here, right? One is in the techie sectors, on
Mm-hmm.
non-techie sectors.
Yeah.
Okay. Non-techie sectors minimum base pay is what, $20-$25 right now per hour,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's too tough in the Bay Area to work out. Like minimum, like even if you do it two jobs, three jobs for non-techie people to get to the income of the what are the techies,
Takes.
right?
Yeah.
It would be tough
It's
for
hard
them,
to.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where then they rely completely on the family to help them out.
Yeah.
Here in the, especially in the country of US, right? Like you need a support from the family, right? Or somebody from known people.
Mm-hmm.
We are the when you were telling me about that, it's like basically you're going back to Indian olden days, right? Where the big family used to stay, right? Where the kids were used to stay with the parents. But in
Yeah.
India right now, it's forget, right? It's completely becoming an opposite. But in the US, because of the affordability cost factor, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
see the non-techies are the one thing. And the second thing is if you are in a techie also,
Mm-hmm.
you are making an 100K or a 150K, it
Yeah.
becomes too tough even to rent out a home. Any rental homes are right now is a minimum is a $3,000, $3,500.
Correct.
Anything lesser than 3,000 and top of it include your DoorDash, include on all other stuffs. All your expenses adds up so much.
So much. Yeah.
Affordability becomes to buying a house becomes a too tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Very
the
true.
third thing is for the immigrant families, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
immigrant families, when they come to US, it's all due to the H1B mess what we have right now. Only
Yeah.
the one person can work in the family until the wife has the H4 dependency, or
Mm-hmm.
luckily the partner has an H1B, you are okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just in a one person single income, even if you're making a 200K, right,
Mm-hmm.
or even a 220K, right, if a single person income, look up at your monthly payments right now
Mm-hmm.
of buying a house. It becomes too tough. Like even for if you're all your with your all your 401K savings, all your ESPP investment comes in, you barely get what, $10,000 a month,
Mm-hmm.
$5,000 every 15 days check.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough, right? Mm-hmm.
Correct. It becomes, we have, I think Aaron has a very good thing like Biden inflation is what is around lately, right? The Obama's Biden inflation, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it becomes too tough. Then,
Thanks, Aaron.
thanks, Aaron. Like our board op has to
Yeah.
say, and it's true, right? There are two people like in sectors wise itself, three sectors wise, right? Where
Yeah.
one who's completely dependent because of the so many things, and one is immigrant families, two persons working, right? Each person gets in a 200, 250K, right?
Mm-hmm.
That becomes a 500K income.
Yeah. That makes all the difference. Yeah.
That's what is making a difference in the Bay Area right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the homes, whatever is going up,
Yeah.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is because of the two persons working in the family, right? And people ask me, will the prices drop? We are noticing in like Google layoffs right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? what recently Google had laid off some few
Yeah.
folks in the
Just this week. Yes.
just this week they laid off.
Yeah.
I was telling we had a conversation with one of the recent buyer who wanted to buy, right? I was telling them the facts. I'm not noticing the home prices drop, but they were
Mm.
bringing in. But even that 200 people or a 300 people gets affected, there's one more backup job right now from the family which is supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that is what it is playing the role right now for the Bay Area home prices to go up so much. On
Mm-hmm.
top of that is a one of the thing, right? Like basically tech people. The second thing is all these investors coming in. All the investors due to from the Asian, like basically from Chinese investors
Yeah.
coming in because of all these EB1A visas or like
Mm-hmm.
EB5 visas or EB5 is for the investor visas where you can do a 1 million investment and get into a green card categories, right? Even that one, cash only offers are also one of the reasons where the prices are going up.
Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, going back to your original thing, yeah, these are the reasons because some of the few folks who can't afford and payments are becoming harder. I was talking to one of the family recently. So his father is working here right
Mm-hmm.
now, and his family is like, especially the kids are working also, but still the father is supporting the kids right now, even if they're married here in the US.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're
Yeah.
helping them to buy the house in the Bay
Yeah.
Area. Because without a support, it becomes too hard.
That's to my point, like what the report
Correct.
said, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a right on.
Yeah.
Listeners, we are talking about the Bay Area real estate. If you have any questions,
Yeah,
okay, and
absolutely. 408-912-5038. Any questions with what we're talking about? Are you seeing having this experience also the difficulty in buying a home? Maybe you're a Gen Z. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, you're listening to Real Estate Roundup with Nagaraj Annaiah, the founder of nagarajhomes.com, an expert in the Bay Area market, bringing a wealth of information, wealth of knowledge about the communities, about the current market conditions, about the home buying and selling process to give you that edge that you need in today's unique, fast paced Bay Area market. So, whatever is your need towards, getting your foot in the door of your dream home, or maybe you want to sell a home and downsize, you want to invest, whatever it is that you're looking at, make nagarajhomes.com your first stop to do that. That's Nagaraj homes.com. And we're having this conversation as we do every Sunday. There is a question on the floor, and that is talking about, if you were given a choice, would you buy a home which was 1960s based or a new home? And why would you do that? So give us a call, 408-912-5038. So very apt thoughts, Nagraj. Another thing that came up actually was that 50% of all home sales in the last year were our first time home buyers, really. So when that goes into play, because the repeat buyers are sort of locked in due to interest rates and all of that. So most of them are the first home buyers. So I'm sure they'd appreciate some tips on first time home buyers who are trying to get their foot in the door, like we talk about. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a great valid point. Okay, first time home buyers are the kind of who get like nerve wrecked, right? Like almost panicking stuff when they coming in. I was talking to the client today morning, so he was mentioning me like he had bought a house what last year back, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we have bought it in a Beriasa. Okay,
Okay.
that was kind of when he bought it, the tenant was going to occupy for the 6 months. 1.2 in that time was kind of a high price for him.
Mm,
Okay. He called me today morning, Nagaraj, thanks for helping me out on the last year.
mm.
It was so tough for him, like because he was like most confused thing state he was going in. But finally he was able to, I was with hand holding, right? He was able to make a decision and we got in one caller. Let's take it up, Vijay Lakshmi.
Hello and welcome to Real Estate Roundup. Your name, please.
Hi, I'm Sridhar. Yeah, thanks Nagaraj and team for organizing this thing. Okay, I have an inquiry. So right now the interest rates are still on a higher end. Okay, and I'm planning to extend to take a new home. But the challenge is, I'm like the interest rates. If I wait for some time, even though interest rates are now high, the home prices are going up. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm really not able to understand that equation. When interest rates are high, the home the sales are okay, but now when I'm waiting for some time, the home prices are getting too much. Okay, so what's your take on that? Do we need to wait, or do we need to? Can we go ahead and take the homes now?
Hi, Sridhar. Thanks for calling
Good
in. How
question.
long are you looking for the homes? From how long? Let me start with that.
Um, 2 to 3 months, because the inventory is very less now. Right now, I see that. Yeah,
Okay.
2 to 3 months. I'm planning by, so that in summer the
Okay.
schools and everything is ready.
When
Right,
did you
that's
start your
what I'm
home search?
planning.
When did you start your home search?
I'm existing home.
Uh-huh.
I'm already in a current home, but I'm planning for
Upgrade.
upgrade.
Okay. Okay.
Single
Okay. That's
family.
good. Okay. Yeah. Sridhar, I was talking to one of the family yesterday. He's from last 7 years, he's wait for the homes to prices to get dropped, right? And he was started with something around 1 million. Now his budget is 1.5, correct? But the neighborhood, whatever he is looking, it's going for 1.8. Okay, we need to
Okay.
understand whichever the neighborhood you finalize, right? There's a
Mhm.
strategy you need to jump in. Okay, for this neighborhood, for example, in Ardenwood area or a Fremont, right? Right now, the even for 1,400 square footage, it's going for 1.8 million.
Wow.
Okay, so you need to understand
Okay.
why that area is so popular. Okay, that's the research we need to be doing, and as a realtor, I would be helping out. So it all comes down to which area you are going to buy. Okay, and what is your square footage requirement, and what is your down payment going to be, and how much monthly payments are you comfortable. Okay, will the prices drop? For that one, everybody was logged in for the 30 years 2.5%, 2%. Then they need to let go their homes. Will the
Mhm.
people let go their homes right now? Because everybody has got it for free money. For me, 2%, 1.5% is a free money for them.
Mhm.
Correct, correct. So that's where the big confusion, right? So
Yeah.
like right now, the existing home that we have is very less interest rate, and if we move and if we and upgrade our home to the new single family bigger home,
Mm-hmm.
the only problem is we are losing this interest rate and then unnecessarily paying high interest rate. But
Mhm.
the other problem is if we wait, the home prices are getting increased. Okay, so I mean, like either ways, it's not beneficial for the buyer. Okay, so that's what my assumption. I'm not saying this, I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
And also the second query is, how do we upgrade when we are already living in one home? We have to vacate and we have to make the upgrades. So these are all everybody. Most of the people are having doubts, right? We have to
Mhm.
wait. We have to take a rental home. Of course, I'm taking this a lot of time. So this is what my opinion. Yeah, I
Mhm.
really appreciate your inputs.
See,
Thank you, Sridhar. Mhm.
thank you, Sridhar. See, like one thing is when you want to buy the second home, no need to vacate your first home until you basically close in your second home. Okay, again, depends on your finances. And I never tell to any of the people who's upgrading to sell the current home first. Okay, first buy the second home. Okay,
Mhm.
make it everything ready for you to move in. Go stay there for a couple of months. If you like it, then only sell your first home. Okay, for that one we need to work on your finances part. We need to look for your rental income of your first property. Correct. So once we
Correct,
figure,
correct.
go ahead, Sridhar.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. No, 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 no. Please, I want to listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you figure on your math purpose, right, how much you're comfortable, correct, then we make a decision. I was telling you recently on one of the show, one of my client bought a house in Evergreen. Okay,
Mhm.
so he was already having the first home for a 1,500 square footage, but his next requirement was a 2,000 square footage, and he wanted something on going a second floor. Okay, because the family likes for him having the second floor, so the kids can enjoy it, right? So what we made is we bought the second house without even selling our first home. Okay, his first home. And for that one, we did the math, how much down payment he can bring in, minimum down payment he can bring in, and what would be his down like rental property would be, right? Fetching
Mhm.
it. Based on that, we got the second property, and now he is basically in the process of selling his first home. Okay, if he sell his first home, he gets around 500k, 600k. He pays off the second property right now, right? Then his monthly payments would reduce. Okay, then whatever.
Correct. Yeah. So correct. But only query that is, let's say you went to the one, you saw one home, you really liked it. The challenge is within another 2 days, we have to close the offer, right?
Correct.
We have to give the offer.
Mm-hmm.
So in that short span of time, how do you like ensure that you are selling your home and you are paying the down payment and closing the thing, and you have to sell your home? So if there is a dependency on selling the home that you are,
Yeah.
where everyone is facing challenge, because I cannot go to offer and say that I'm ready to invest in for a new home because I am still dependent on my existing home selling that. So that's where really I'm taking back foot. That's the challenge that I feel that we have. Yeah, that's one of my opinion. Yeah.
I think, see, for that's where the expert like me would be helping you out, right? Who would evaluate your first home, right? Sit with you, because good thing about me, I'm a mortgage consultant also. So I can basically sit with you, basically evaluate and give you an honest opinion for you, right? So that way you can basically decide how much up to max you can go for it, correct? As you said, homes are getting sold within a 2 days, 3 days. Okay, it doesn't even last more than a week here in the Bay Area right now. So that is why we need to start researching about your things and opinion. I can give you an honest opinion for you. So how much you can qualify, the one house what you try, if it is lost also, you will understand how much price it went in more, so that for the second house you can basically work on that. Okay, there are some buyers, like for them the first house what they offer, it gets accepted. For some of the buyers, you need to wait for a 6 months or a 1 year, because for you to understand true potential for yourself, how much is the max you can go for, it takes some time for you. And it, because it can't digest for you to take for you like from 1 million to 1.8 million jump, right? It takes some time for you to understand your financial stuff. Then that's where the expert like me can help you out on that, Sridhar. On your finances part, I don't want to take up in this show. You can give me a call after this show, and I can talk about like your current house, how much it can fetch in, and how much that's basically you can qualify also based on your income. We can talk about that, Sridhar.
Yeah, very
Oh,
relevant
thank
questions.
you.
And Sridhar, thank you for calling, and reach out to Nagraj after the show. His number is 408-805-4653. 408-805-4653. And you can talk through all of those scenarios that you have in mind, or just log on to nagrajhomes.com to reach out to him as well.
And
And
you
thank
can
you for that
basically
call.
go to the nagarajhomes.com. There's a WhatsApp link. Click on the WhatsApp link, and I can be reached directly from there also, Sridhar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for that call.
Thanks,
And of course,
Sridhar. And
folks, we have few minutes left. The question is still on the floor about whether you, if given a choice, would you buy a 1960s or prior home or a new one, and why?
I
So
think
give
like
us
it's
a
time to take up the me tell the answer, right?
yeah.
Like there are two things, right? Like one is the 1960s home, correct? Or the older homes. When you're
Mm,
taking, you should be careful. Basically, you need to see, look at the inspections report, right? Look at the termite report. What is the additional price you are going to bring in?
mhm.
I mean to say for the renovation, correct? Or what are the things to be fixed? You should be ready for that. But always the older homes, because of the lot or the neighborhood. For example, the older cities were made for some reasons, right? For this great weather, right?
Yeah.
Great environment around. Because, for example, the Tracy is on Undol, right? Like it's a far, right? It used to be a far, and it used to be kind of some industrial things and other parts, right? Like
Yeah.
these older homes were done for the reasons, but right now it's not upgraded for the our current needs.
Needs.
Every homeowner has their own needs, correct,
Mm-hmm.
and their own taste, and their home would have been done for that.
Yeah.
But remember, always the homes what you buy always can be renovated. But only thing what you need to understand, how much price you would be paying for that to fix it up. If you
Mm-hmm.
have the cost for that, and if it fits in your budget, older homes are also a greater fit. For example, one of the home in Santa Clara, right, was like right now it was 19, the city is coming up with some neighborhoods of Santa Clara, you can have a multiple houses in one lot. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
because they're coming up with a new zoning laws,
Mm-hmm.
with all these zoning laws, the house value brings up in a potential. For example, if you have a 10,000 square footage, you can have a six homes in that near
Oh.
plot. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is where the single family or the older homes brings in. But if you are looking for a fresh paint smell, fresh new
Mm-hmm.
kind of in a
New
new
home.
neighborhood, right? Like what's hot and happening around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then might be a condos with a three floors or a
Yeah.
two floors, right?
Yeah.
Two floors are difficult to find, but newer constructions with the three floors. But that is, as I keep saying, it's only for a short leave, right? Like as a family grows in, everybody can't stay in a different levels. Then you need to be going back to single floor or
Family.
two floors,
I mean, single floor. Mm-hmm.
right? So that's the one thing. So everybody's needs are different, but always the older homes, I see that you can bring in a, if you upgrade it right according to your taste, it brings in a value for you. And
Mm-hmm.
one more thing, what I'm noticing is in Campbell areas around, right?
Yeah.
All the older homes are getting demolished and they're building a newer constructions in there.
Oh, okay.
Campbell, Willow Glen. That's what you can do it. Right now, if you don't have the affordability to build a new home, buy the older homes, keep it in, work on your plans and everything. After a years or a 2 years time frame, whenever you are ready, you can bring in a new constructions in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that you can't do it in HOA stuffs where you have, right? So I think one discussion, Vijay Lakshmi, we should be having is on the art things the HOAs community faces, right? When you're buying in older HOAs, what you need to look for, right?
Yeah.
Recently, one of my client had bought it in Mountain View neighborhood, the older HOA, right?
Mm.
But as soon as they close in, they were asked to pay another 25K for the
Mm-hmm.
HOA, right?
Okay.
Because of the new things, whatever the, that's where you need to, as especially when you're buying the
Oh,
older HOAs, you need to look out the funds what they have, right?
right.
And what are they going to upgrade in the current neighborhood, right? Or the
Wow,
current
that is so
community.
critical. Thank you for
So that
bringing
you
that.
need
We
to
should
watch,
talk more about it
talk
next
more
time.
about it in our upcoming sessions.
Yeah.
Listeners, thank you for watching, and all these videos we are going to be
On
uploading in our
YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Do go listen to it or watch it. And if you have any further questions, you can reach out after this. You can reach out to me at nagrajhomes.com. There's a WhatsApp link on there. Click on that. I'm directly be connected. I can be directly connected to it.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
Nagraj. And on that note, this is Vijay Lakshmi for Real Estate Roundup. Until next time, Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Promote